our first transatlantic game of the year, as it'll be the Oakland Raiders as a home team taking on their former All-Pro Khalil Mack and the Chicago Bears. I'll see you again at halftime. But first, let's get you across the pond to good old London, England. Standing by,
we're in England.
And Charles
Holy
Davis.
shit,
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the
And it's
NFL,
raining.
London, England.
It's raining, mate.
Another edition of the
Oh no, it's Australian.
National Series, and it should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles
Should be
Davis,
a good one.
Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the
And we have
Raiders here
Brissett
entering play.
as the backup quarterback because they broke Derek Carr's ribs. And who else is off right now? I think that's it. Oh, Antonio Brown from the wrist. He has a bruise.
They've
wrist.
got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Okay, here's 200 yards. Sheesh. Gonna have to probably run the ball a little bit today. See if we're able to run the
Certainly
ball.
the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year.
Still raining for Brissett to get out here. Oof.
And this will not be returnable.
Can we get that as a 3 points? Yeah.
The Bears offense heading out, led by Mitchell Trubisky, a Pro Bowler last year in 2018. And, of course, the number 2 overall pick in the draft
yards
back
already.
in 2017.
0 interceptions.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Lost of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Trubisky to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. And let's take a look at the Bears offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control.
Before we shoot. Just gonna switch players real quick. Oh, he's good, but we're gonna put instead of Grant, where's Grant? Williams.
Point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Let's go, intercepted. Perfect time.
To the 43-yard line, that's where they'll take over. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Brissett to throw on first. And that's complete to Luke Wilson.
Go.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. First down, Brissett. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? To throw is Brissett.
Intercepted.
By the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover.
Shit.
These guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Don't worry about the packaging. LaMarcus Joyner may look like a corner, but does his best work as a safety. Great intelligence, great leadership. This guy can be used all over the secondary in order to bat passes away.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The 2-men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover. It doesn't feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play.
Yeah, and they handled that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. There goes Martin, first down and more. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. And when you get your perimeter guy,
and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Doug Martin with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later.
Where's Jaime? Where the hell is Jaime?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first.
Sad.
He goes down. Clelin Ferrell able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky.
Another interception.
Nevin Lawson with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brissett, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Brissett. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the rain before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 1st down. Here's the run with Martin. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all to... down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And he's over the line. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script.
Let's go.
He goes down. Max Crosby in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Doug Martin now gearing up to go again here on offense. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the off-season preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Richard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, Richard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he's sitting there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. If 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now it's Trubisky. But nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. With it is Brown. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And we turn our focus to Doug Martin. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play fake. Brissett. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They go play action with Brissett. Blitz coming and down he goes.
Took too long.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On play action, Brissett. This is caught. A very solid gain of 27. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And they'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin with 2 teams that entered the NFL together back in 1995. Carolina playing host to Jacksonville. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. The Panthers trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. 2 touchdown passes there from Marcus Mariota. Lastly, let's check in at our nation's capital. See what's happening with the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And they've gone to the half, all even at 14 apiece. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
I got you.
On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Oh, that was dangerous.
Yep.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Gets through and now an opening. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. For the Raiders last year, they were 25th in the league in rushing, and a good reason why they used one of their 3 first-round picks on Jacobs for runs like we just saw. Jacobs was the first running back taken in this year's draft, 24th overall. That was actually the pick that was originally acquired from the Chicago Bears in that Khalil Mack trade. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
This is caught by Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw, Brissett. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Here's Brissett, and he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cole. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Again, it's Cole. Oh, Cole lost the football.
Fumble.
And the Raiders pick it up.
Let's go, big guy.
Take The 20.
Let's go.
10.
Get the oxygen tank ready to
Return,
describe.
but not until he takes it back all the way
He's
inside the
running
10-yard
out of
line.
gas.
And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and they're rumbling. You can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their third primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down and goal. Brissett, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Luke Wilson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Now Brissett, and this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, 49 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable. Oh, this is blocked. And a nice job by him to catch the slant.
That's crazy. Let's go.
And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Blocked it, dude. Because they ran into it.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets...
Let's give Glenn some cards out for right now. Let's give
this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Glennon. No escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it.
Check out. Check out. Check 13. Fight.
Now Glennon. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Let's run. Let's go.
Glennon. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the interception, here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done. But guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Well, Wilson gives Oakland a veteran option at tight end. Remember, they had Jared Cook last year. He's now in New Orleans. But Wilson, 5 years in Seattle and then 1 in Detroit before the native of Windsor, Canada, signed with Oakland back in March. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
He's checking.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 21.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Jacobs. And some room to run now. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add into their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Carlson down to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Miller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep down. It got his man complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing here, Trubisky. He finds Robinson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vontaze Burfict able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's caught. It's Miller. All the way down inside the 5 and a 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these players are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. One last shot for Trubisky to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Davis. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Oakland, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it'll be their first loss of the season. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.